Guys, here's another Spyro Reignited Trilogy achievement guide for you on Spyro 3 called Web Be Gone on Spider Town as Sparx destroy the Spider King. So technically, every time you do these Sparx missions, you will go to the next world, come back, and they will be available. So you might have found this already on top of the waterfall up here. It kind of showed you exactly where it's at, and I'm sure you'll find it eventually if you didn't find it. It's pretty easy to find. Just look around, maybe finding all your stuff to collect anyway. So once you find it and come back, you'll be able to do the mission. Now going through it, it's kind of a tricky mission in a way, and in a way it's not. It's just a little more difficult than the last one, I would say. Especially the boss fight. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. You just gotta focus on it. But anyway, getting back to this, so go down here, grab your key. You won't be able to enter any of these force field areas until you grab the keys to go through them. Make sure you grab any health along the way or any power-ups that you can have. It'll make this life a little bit easier, because there'll be a lot of areas where you'll have these unlimited spiders spawning, and a lot of them will have these weird-ass force fields again on them, which you cannot deactivate, which is a pain in the ass, and you can get overwhelmed pretty easily. So make sure you take out the flower pots as soon as you can. Keep your distance a little bit. Definitely use the strafing. The strafing is your friend in this, and is basically going to be the one way you're going to be able to make this entire thing a lot easier, because let's just face it, trying to run around and shoot in all these angles you can turn and everything, it's not very efficient. So I would recommend that you strafe everything, because it just makes everything a hell of a lot easier, and that is exactly what I'll do the entire time while I'm killing everything. So like I said, just come up and kill these flower pots as fast as you can. Just follow along the path here. It's pretty linear here. You just follow around through. Get that force field back there from the butterfly. It'll last you a little bit, because you can stack that on top of the ammo. Let's keep that in mind. I would save the ammo for as long as you can, unless you're getting overwhelmed. So keep that in mind. Just head over to the right hand side. Head on up here. Take out all these spiders along your way. Make sure you destroy all the stuff in the pots around here to get the gems for you. This will also be another 100% walkthrough for this mission, because it's basically grab it and go one go and you're done. So go ahead and enter this room. Once you destroy the spider, grab the key, head back down and around, and you'll be able to go through your next force field door, which is the one on the top up there. It seems like the little doors are always accessible first before you can go into the big doors. Try not to worry about these guys too much. You might want to take some of them out, because they seem to follow you and they're a bit of pain in the ass. This is what I'm saying. This is, you'll see right here when I'm saying you get overwhelmed by this. They constantly chase you, and they will follow you into the next area, which there will be even more spawning on top of you. So just keep that in mind. It gets a little bit hairy. I'll show you later on. It'll be one of the rooms where there's more of them spawning. Make sure you grab the gems in there, and grab the key, and grab the button. Also take out the spiders in there and get your flower pots destroyed here. Don't forget to grab that gem and head on down to the doorway. Destroy these spiders along the way. Take everything out. Take it all out. Make sure you take out that first flower pot. Make it a little bit easier on yourself. Grab these gems along the way. You're going to want to head down to the bottom here and grab that key. And you can't go through that doorway. You got to go up to the top. Try and take out some of these guys before you go in there. I said this is the one where you get kind of overwhelmed, because they're just coming from behind you and in front of you. And there's a flower pot at the bottom and a flower pot to the left. I kind of just pinned myself in a corner in a bad spot. And you also got that spider in here, so there's that shield to deactivate the other shield down there for the other flower pot. Just kind of back yourself in the corner here. Take him out first if you can, if there's not the little ones coming after you. And just kind of sit here for a little bit and take out the little ones. If you can get an angle on that flower pot from over here in the doorway and destroy it, you can be my guest to try it. It just seems to be kind of a pain in the ass, because it just doesn't stop. That's why I say use your abilities for stuff like this when you get really overwhelmed. It just seems like there's just no way around to getting pinned around by all these guys. So just try your best to farm them down one of the long hallways if you have to. That's always a good method and stuff like this. Just to farm them down the hallway where they can't go anywhere else but right into your shots. So I took out the force field flower pot right down there. I'm going to come back up here and take out this one so I can get my other gem. just hard to get the stop, the turning and turn, and then get the strafe locked on, and then you're set to go once they all come in a straight line. So grab these gems. Now that you got your key, you want to head down here to the force field that you saw earlier. I'm gonna go back over here and grab this other butterfly. Now I got some rockets. Alright, heading down in here, you got a bunch more little spiders and one big spider. Just do the same thing if you have to. Just lure them down to you, one little line. Strafe them all. Kill that big guy from a distance so you're safe. Head around down here, just do the same thing. Just shoot them all from a little hallway distance. And the button, thank God for this one, is right on here. So as soon as you got a clear path to go down there, I would recommend just kill what you can all in one path and then just rush around, hit that button, come back down, take them all out, take the pot out, grab your gem, stay up here, keep your distance from him, take him out. Same thing with that other big guy, just keep your distance out of their range, just kill him from distance, go down here, grab both these gems, and you'll be able to unlock the door to your boss fight. Now I did a little bit of editing here because I ended up dying, so I did end up grabbing all the gems in here already. I circled around here and grabbed all the gems and caused some time, and things got kind of hairy pretty quick and ended up dying. So keep that in mind. It's best try to get some few cheap shots on him there if you can, because he just kind of sits there for a little bit. But you can't shoot him when he's rolling because it just ends up deflecting all the shots back at you. And I also recommend that if you can, try to focus on him as much as you can. Take out the little ones that are obviously in your way right away, but obviously they're just going to keep coming. So the faster you can take him out, if you can help it, the less time you have to deal with the little guys, because they just keep spitting them out and constantly spitting them out and constantly spitting them out. So if you can, try to focus on him. If not, spawn and kill the little ones as quickly as you can and get some shots on him, because otherwise this fight's just going to drag out longer and longer, and you're going to be more susceptible to take damage if you prolong this fight. So it's one of them kind of fights where you take the boss out, the better you are, the faster. So just make sure you take him out if you can pretty quickly, and that should do it. And once he's defeated, you will get your achievement and an egg. Thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Spyro guides coming your way. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to my channel to help me out.